us a little bit about what you were most surprised by from the prediction market's performance in the lead up to the election and the aftermath.
So we have started ForecastX we were applying for that with the CFTC, and it took us 2.5 years to get it approved. And we finally started in late September. And then we were very lucky because in early October, election markets became permissible. Up until that time, they were not. So when we put on the presidential election and some of the swing state senatorial elections and the House and Senate control, we did that around early to mid-October, and then by election night, as you said, we had $560 million coming in only on the presidential question. So the way it works is that we're asking, will Kamala Harris be elected, or will Trump get elected?
Right.
And you can say a yes or no. You can buy a yes or a no. And when the two bids sum to 101, then we execute the trade.
Right.
The winner gets $1, the loser gets nothing, and we keep 1 cent.
I see.
So that's how it works. And of course, you can buy 1,000 contracts, which say if it's 48 cents for a yes, then $480 to win $1,000.
So Thomas, one concern or even criticism is that these prediction markets are not very liquid. That the
That's nonsense. I'm sorry
are
to say.
massive. Talk to us about how you've made sure that that's not the case.
Well, it's absolutely not the case because there were millions of dollars on both sides all the time. So that was not true at all. They were very liquid. And besides, you can use limit orders. So say you're willing to pay 45 cents, but no more. So you put in a bid for 45 cents.
All right. So, Tom, talk to me a little bit here about the potential growth from here. I mean, we've seen, of course, not only with what we saw with IBKR, but obviously Poly Markets and a few others, the impact that they had, or at least that they had, and it was still relatively small. Most people predict that will grow, that the market for this will grow. How much growth are you expecting?
So I expect enormous growth because we are listing basically existential questions, such as global warming or the national debt, which we have to face up to. And when people are asked these questions today, they either say, oh, forget about it, that's just talk, or they get hysterical and say, oh, we're going to be cooked in 10 years and nobody will survive. So that's the wrong approach. We have to have a realistic, rational approach to these questions. And the way to do that is for people to engage in these markets and tell us what they think, because we will always have a consensus estimate. So we have a contract, for example, will the global temperature 10 years from now be 1 degree higher than it is today?
Right.
Yes or no, right?
Okay.
Now, as we go along over the next 10 years, we will make certain steps. We either ignore the problem, in which case it's more and more likely that the temperatures will rise. So the answer for the yes will start going up, and the answer for the no will start going down.
Right.
Namely, we are showing that it's more and more likely that the temperatures will increase very fast. So then if there is legislation to do something that maybe bring it down, then the yes will start coming down and the no will start going up. So legislators and the entire world will know what we're doing about this problem.
Okay.
So,
do we not have that now, though? And that's primarily driven by actual scientists and stuff, or am I misreading what's going on?
That's just talk. Some people say, maybe they are right. Other people say, no, they are wrong. Some scientists are in favor. Some few fewer scientists are opposed.
Okay, but no offense, Tom, but I mean, the folks on your site, I'm sure there are some smart folks on that site, but why would I believe that they would have any better read into where temperatures are going as opposed to...
If you don't believe it, you take the side which you believe.
Okay.
So it's your money,
yeah,
right? So take advantage of it. If one side is underpriced, then you should buy it.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So
that's one way.
I mean,
but wait a minute. In addition, so 10 years is a long time.
yes.
It is a long time.
So people would be reluctant to make a bet for 10 years, right?
Right. That's not like an
the
election.
thing is that we pay interest. We pay interest every night on the closing price of the contract at 0.5% on their Fed fund rates, and that's very important.
I
right?
see. So people are going to get paid to wait, essentially, as we wait to see whether that bet comes to fruition. Thomas,
but wait a minute. My point is that if you buy the temperature for 40 cents, and as it goes along and it rises, it goes to 45, 50, 55, you get interest on the then prevailing price.
I see. So it sounds like
every day it matters.
Every day it matters. It sounds like these existential questions that you're posing here, the goal is to create engagement or to inspire people to engage in it and to get Congress and lawmakers to come up with solutions. Is that what I'm hearing?
To get a consensus opinion about all kinds of questions about where we're going, right? Because, that's a better way to run the world than the way we do it now, which is we're trying to guess.